Oh, yes. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin Burke. I'm a singer, songwriter, and vocal coach, and we are about to get into a BTS reaction. This is Magic Shop. You requested this like crazy. And again, whatever you want me to react to, leave a comment down below. Really quickly, before we get into it, if you are new, make sure to join the family and hit the subscribe button right there. And if you want to improve your singing, make sure to check out Singer. It's my singing training program. You might have heard about it by now, but take the free lesson, okay? It's 15 minutes. You're going to love it. I'm instructing it. You're going to follow along with the video. Record your voice before, go through it, record your voice after, compare the difference, and you will improve your voice. Over 10,000 singers have gone through that lesson, and pretty much 99.9% of them have told me that they have improved their voice immediately after the lesson. So make sure to check it out. And then when you're ready to really take your voice to the next level, you can get on the full program. You're gonna have access to me. You'll be able to personally ask me questions. You can send in videos of yourself singing. When I hear your voice, I will know exactly what we will need to work on to get you to that next level. You can just network with me. You can network with other talented singers in the private group within Singer, and you'll have access to over 70 hours of the best vocal training you can get your hands on. These are audio MP3s you can follow along with, videos of me explaining the exercises. All right, the boys, let's see what they got for me this time. Is that V? I gotta stop real quick. So there's Jungkook. V, open this up. That guy has the most unique tone. I've said this many times, so if you're a part of my family, you understand that I think that V has one of the most unique voices I've ever heard, but in case you are unaware, now you know. It's an incredible voice, incredible tone. Nice. Nice transition there. I love RM's raspy rap voice, and I'm really particular about rap because I'm not the biggest fan, because I honestly don't think it takes that much skill, except for these guys, because the way that they'll change their cadences, I grew up a drummer, so I understand, tempo, cadence, and syncopation. The way that they change up the cadence whenever they're rapping, it's really, really, really good, and then the rap voice that they have, the articulation, I think is really engaging. And a lot of that too, I feel like a lot of rap is charisma. Can you feel energy? It's like you're bringing energy. Like, can you feel the energy? And I can totally feel the energy from RM, not only in the performance, but also on the studio tracks. You can feel how energetic and how passionate he is about the lyrics. And I'm pretty sure he writes the songs, right? That's what I think somebody told me. Is that Jin? I know Jin because he has a very bright, he utilizes a little bit more of his nasal resonance. That's how I always can pick out if Jin's singing. Really nice tone. Listen to the power and the punchiness in Jimin's voice and the way that he really punches those consonants to really let his voice out. He's saying that actually pretty staccato as well, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it sounded really good. The thing that BTS will do, here, I'll play it and then I'll explain. Oh! Yes! Wait. Okay, wait, I have to hold that thought. Don't let me forget what I was going to tell you, but really quickly, I have to comment from a songwriting perspective how much they will change up their melodies. That keeps listeners so engaged. For any kind of songwriters out there, you have to vary melodies. That's what keeps us engaged as listeners. And there are some exceptions, like a Fetty Wap, where you kind of have a meme song and you're literally singing the same melody over and over again with different lyrics. But for the most part, you want a song like this. It has such a wide range of melodies, and each one is kind of a what you call an earworm in the writing community. So something that you'll listen to and you just want to sing it. You want to keep singing it back and forth. So when I'm writing songs, I'm looking for what's the hook, right? What's that little melody that people are going to want to sing over and over again? Because that's what makes you want to share the music. That's what makes you sing it in front of your friends. And you're like, yeah, let's share this. That's just what makes you enjoy a song. And BTS always finds these melodies from a songwriting perspective. Not only do they sing them great, but I'm just talking about from the actual melody. That is just so hooky. And then they have so many different melodies and so many different dynamics to the songs, whether it be a rapper or this or that. I guarantee that they're going to go into other melodies throughout this and other raps throughout this. But I just wanted to comment on that real quickly. Hey. I love that melody. I like how they went to each member there. Oh, a little... He's on a melody there. He did a good job. Do you see what I'm saying? Listen to how many times they're switching up syncopation, switching up the cadence, new members coming in and out. It just keeps us so engaged. But they have this down to a science. This is by no mistake. Whoever's writing this music, which I'm pretty sure many of you have told me that it's RM, this is all placed particularly so that, you know, our attention spans are just so short nowadays, for better or for worse. And so having all these varying melodies and varying raps to vocals, or they're all vocals, but from rapping to singing, it just keeps us so engaged. Now he's really hot in the mix. Hey. Spot on. Nice transition down. Nice transition down. So what they have is they have a backtrack. This is what many times most artists will do. They'll have a backtrack with the lead vocals at about 30%, and then they sing over that. And typically the backtrack vocals, the lead vocals that are within the backtrack that they're singing along with, all of the low end frequencies are cut. And so it's just high end frequencies, because many times what will happen in a room that big, lower frequencies tend to prevail. So it tends to get muddy just with the instrumentation, with everything going on. Typically when you're singing in those mics, unless they have a really great sound engineer that's able to cut some of the low end and boost some of the mid-range and the high-end frequencies, it just gets muddied in the mix, and it can be hard to hear a vocalist. And there's nothing worse than buying tickets, going to a BTS show, and then being like, all I can hear is the low synth. I don't even hear their voices. And so that's why in these performances, they'll always have a little bit of a backtrack. They're singing, it's actually their voice, but they'll always have a little bit of a backtrack in there, typically with the higher frequencies boosted. That's what I do too as well when I perform live, depending on, you know, if it's over a 500 capacity where there's going to be a lot of reverb, I'll typically have a backtrack, because you just don't want to hurt fans or hurt people from coming to the show and be like, I can't even hear you, because they're at the mercy of their sound engineer and their mix engineer. So that's why they have the backtracks, and I think that's how they do most of their performances. Come on. Come on, Jin. I felt that. I felt that. Leave a comment. Did you feel that? I felt the passion. Ooh. I like that little squeak in his voice there. Jin's got no chill today. I really like that little squeak that he added. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it sounded really good. And again, he comes back in with that belt. I think it might be like a mixed voice belt. Very heavy on the nasal resonance. So it's very bright sounding, a little more nasally, but I actually really like the tone. Is that Jimin? A little more power? No, it wasn't. Who was that? V just has such an open tone. Ooh, little squeak on the voice there too. Spot on. Oh, that mix! And he's like, yeah, I hit that. He's like, yeah. I love how V is just like the chill. He's like the chill one. Jin's out here just like going nuts on these songs, and then V's just like singing his part, and it's like, yeah, okay. I love the dynamics between all of them. Who's singing? Is it unison? Oh, I got the harmonies on there. I think V's taking that lower harmony. He's nailed that one every time. That's Jimin. He's nailed that. You guys give me a hard time. One of these videos I'm gonna watch and just be like, oh, there's Jimin, there's Jimin, there's Jimin. It's totally not gonna be Jimin. Okay, sometimes when it's from afar and it's good dancing, I'm assuming it's Jimin. If it's gonna be a high piercing belt, a mixed voice belt, I'm just gonna assume it's Jimin. So that's what you call the hook right there. So show me, I'll show you. That's that hook that people just want to keep singing and listen to the crowd. You can see that. See? Repeating it. I'll show you. I'll show you. See, that's what they just keep repeating. So that gets in people's heads, and that's what I'm talking about from a songwriting perspective. That was incredible. That might be also one of my favorite songs from them, just because it is so hooky, and the amount of melodies that they change in the chorus is just so captivating. And each one of them, just from a songwriting perspective, is so catchy. So they really nailed it. Like from a songwriting perspective, they nailed it with that song. And you can go back and listen and really hear all the different varying melodies that they'll go to. Each one of them is a hooky part, all within that chorus, right? So whereas somebody like a Fetty Wap or even a Post Malone typically stays to one melody, especially earlier Post Malone, you would kind of stick to one little, what we call an earworm, right? That melody that hooks in your head. And then you just kind of hit that over and over and over again throughout the song, which can be an interesting strategy. But I feel like it's almost like a gimmicky strategy as well, because it doesn't show much talent, and some people can be really turned off by it, like me, where it's like, okay, this is just so repetitive. I hear the song once, maybe twice, and I'm good. Whereas a song like that really has a little more longevity. Whereas I don't want to hear that more times because there's so much variance within the melodies, and there's so much variance just within the dynamics of that song. So I'm curious what you think. Leave a comment down below. If you are new to the family, I gotta remember to breathe. Breathing is so important for singing, and for some reason, whenever the camera comes on, I forget to breathe. Okay, gotta breathe, Justin, so you don't run out of air whenever you're speaking. But anyway, if you are new to the family, hit the subscribe button right there. And if you want to improve your singing, you've got to get on Singer. Take that free lesson. The link is down in the description, okay? It's 15 minutes. You hear me talk about it all the time. Maybe even some of your friends have told you about it at this point. The word of mouth with Singer has really been spreading like wildfire, and I'm just so appreciative to so many of you, and it makes me so happy because it is the best and the most affordable way for people to learn to sing. And you know, I just get so excited knowing that more and more people are getting opened up to the gift of singing, because I just remember how lost it felt to not be able to sing. And now that I'm able to live out my dreams, to be that professional singer that I always dreamed that I could be, and when I was, you know, singing and people just laughing at me, I was like, this might just be a pipe dream. Like, this really might not happen. But over time and over training, I was able to improve. And now Singer is taking all the knowledge, all the thousands of dollars that I've spent on some of the best coaches, it's putting it in a format that is so easy to follow. There's over 70 hours of instructional content on Singer, in the Singer program. There's also audios that you can play in the car, in your home. You can sing along to the audios. You'll be doing some crazy exercises. I guide you through everything. And then finally, you'll have access to a private community as well, where you can engage with me. You can network with other talented singers and other singers who are on the same journey as us within Singer. And you can just ask me questions, whatever kind of questions you have in regards to singing. You can post videos of you singing. When I hear your voice, I will know exactly what you'll need to work on. And so this truly is allowing me to be your virtual vocal coach. And it lets me meet you. So I want to meet you. So make sure to check out Singer. Click the link down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Much love. Peace.
Who you are is beautiful.